Hello everyone, it's Living Online here for Server.pro, and recently Mojang released the second pre-release of 1.18. I'll be showing you the new changes in this video, so without further ado, let's get into it. A major change is that Minecraft now uses Java version 17. If you're using the default setup launcher, it should download and install the correct version automatically. However, if you're using a third-party launcher, you'll have to ensure that the Java installation is 17 or above. Previously, if you went in spectator mode and looked underneath the minecart, you'd see brownish textures that were introduced when Minecraft was in its alpha phase. However, this has now been changed. Moving on, usually when you would light an animal on fire, they would rush to water to extinguish themselves. However, this mechanism wasn't present for goats. As you can see here, I lit a goat on fire and he's not trying to get to water at all. Thankfully though, in this pre-release the mechanism has been implemented, so goats now rush to water once ablaze. This next bug was frequently reported among players, and that was when connecting to a server. If the connection failed, you would receive a message which would then leak the IP of the server you were trying to connect to. Thankfully, this issue has been patched and should no longer occur. Another significant bug that has been fixed is that if you made a world in 1.17.1 and then upgraded it to the latest snapshot, the water in already rendered chunks won't propagate into the new chunks properly. It would often leave behind a sharp edge. However, thanks to reports, water in old chunks should now blend correctly when upgrading worlds. Moving along, a bug that occurred in an earlier 1.18 snapshot was that guardians and witches weren't spawning in their dedicated structures, although this has now been corrected. Lastly, in the first pre-release of 1.18, when players fell onto powder snow, they take the same amount of fall damage as when falling onto a regular block. As you can see here, this is how many hearts I took when falling onto a regular grass block, and this is how many I took when falling onto a powder snow block. This was an issue since players were meant to take no fall damage when falling onto powder snow blocks. Thankfully though, this has also been resolved. Those are all the significant changes for the second pre-release of 1.18. There have been many more bug fixes, but I won't be covering all of them as it would take too long. If you want to check them all out in detail though, the link to the article will be in the description. Also, don't forget that if you'd like to create a free server for Minecraft to try this pre-release out with your friends, you should head over to Server.pro or click the link in the description. Thank you for watching!